Well, hello, friends of the 8th Street Church. I have two things that I wanted to talk to you about. First, we are still seeing the COVID numbers going up in Oklahoma, which is unfortunate since there are preventative measures that people can take to keep themselves and their neighbors well. The dramatic increases are filling up the ICU units, including the pediatric units. I'm grateful for how you are so accommodating when it comes to worship and the practices that we've put in place to keep each other well. I do want to suggest, if you have not gotten a vaccination and you are eligible to do so, to please do so. As a friend of mine says, we think that God is revealed in science, and as a church, we believe that healing comes through medical advancement. We are wearing masks still at church, and you have done a marvelous job with doing this, and I'm really grateful. I know it's not convenient, but we're Christians, so we put our conveniences aside. This is the way that we practice this. There's hand sanitizer and practices put in place in worship. So in doing all of that, you've made our church one of the safest public places in the city. I would like to say, though, if you are feeling sick at all, we encourage you to participate in worship online. And while our preference is to be all together, we ask you that you would join us online as a precaution. We'll do our best to make sure that it feels as though you are with us in the service if you do that. The second thing I wanted to say to you is this. I want to let you know that we have more than doubled in attendance this last year, even in a COVID year. Currently, Pastor Mikhail is trying to place about 225 people in parish groups. We've had a need to start 3 new parish groups this fall, and we have about 60 kids in our neighborhood kids ministry. You may not realize it, but you are a part of a growing church. So this Sunday, we're going to start a new sermon series. It's actually an old sermon series that comes out of Ephesians. When we started the church in 2015, we walked through Ephesians because it is a letter to the church, and we needed the message as we were beginning this whole thing. Then in 2018, it felt like we were starting over when we moved into our new building, so we studied Ephesians again. And now, as we are coming back from summer vacations and time away, and we're back inside, and many new people have joined us, we felt that we needed to lean on the book that shaped us in the beginning. As we start this week with Ephesians 1, I'm going to show you a video of a speech by a Jesuit priest that was incredibly influential to me in the beginning. Father Greg Boyle, the founder of Homeboy Industries, gave a talk that floored me. I held his books, Tattoos on the Heart and Barking to the Choir in one hand, and the book of Ephesians on the other while I prayed about starting this new church. These writings, they stirred my imagination as I thought about the kind of church we wanted to build and the kind of church I wanted to lead. So as a start to the Ephesians sermon series, I'll be showing Father Greg's talk on Sunday. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I made a big faux pas, a huge faux pas when it came to showing a clip in a sermon that was unedited. Needless to say, there was some saucy language. I didn't mean to do that. That was a total accident. But this time, I want to give you fair warning. The video of Father Greg's speech will have a few choice words. And as he tells the story of working with the poor and working with gang members, I want us to understand the context and hear the message because it's really a life-changing speech. As a pastor, I never want to offend, but I also don't want us to turn our heads from that which is so good because our purified ears can't hear the truth. So I'm just giving you fair warning that you might be shocked, not by the words that are said, but by the God who will meet us in Father Greg's story. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday at 9:30 or 11 or online. And I can't wait to be with you in one of those ways. Until then, grace and peace to you, my friends.